Hey guys, we're back for video number 3. I talked a little bit about dry fire in the last video. If you don't have an actual American Marksman target, just so happens that a paint can is about the right size. So you can actually draw yourself a target on a piece of notebook paper and you can use that for dry fire. So you could put a couple of these, tape them up on the wall, and you can practice getting your sights up onto the target and practice that for dry fire. Just a little tip there. So we're going to talk a little bit about the range commands, getting ready to go to a match, and maybe what you might do to prepare yourself for a match. One of the things that I like to do when I'm going to a match is to make sure that I'm always eating and drinking about the same as normal. So if you normally have coffee, drink coffee. If you normally don't have coffee, don't drink coffee. You just don't want to change anything. So if you're shooting a rifle, you want to make sure that you bring your rifle in a case. You want to make sure that you've got at least 3 magazines. These are 3 coupled magazines, but you want to make sure you have at least 3 magazines. And I bring at least 2 boxes of ammo. You're going to shoot 50 rounds. But make sure you leave your rifle in the case, and you'll carry that into the range, and you won't open your rifle or anything until the RO actually directs you to do so. A little bag is nice. I'm going to have my pistol in a rug, box of ammo, and at least 3 magazines. Since you'll be shooting 2 sheets, you could bring 6 magazines. I like to bring 3 or 4, and I'll probably take walk off the line and load them in between. And then make sure you bring your eye and ear protection. So I like to have it in a little bag that I can just set up on the bench or near me and go from there. We're going to talk about the range commands. This is just actually printed off on a piece of paper from the American Marksman site. I've got what the course of fire is, and I've got my range commands. So I'm going to be able to go through those range commands and read them on the way, make sure that I know what's going on. Okay, when you get into the range, you're going to take your pistol or your rifle and your magazines, set them down on the bench, and then wait for the RO to tell you to make ready. At some point he'll say make ready, in which case you can take your firearm out of the pistol rug. Then you're going to insert a magazine, and I'm doing this basically dry fire, so I got no ammunition and I'm clear. But I'm going to demonstrate that. So you would make ready, you would hold your firearm, and then at some point in this competition you can have your finger on the trigger or off the trigger. That's really your choice. The ranges may have some specifics on that, but really it's your choice. At some point you're going to point the pistol down at about a 45 degree or the rifle down at a 45 degree, and you'll hear the RO say shooter ready. You don't need to say or do anything at that point. He's going to have a timer, and what he will be doing is making sure that you're ready, that you have the safeties off, the magazines loaded, you've dropped your slide, those types of things. And at some point you'll hear stand by. That's when the RO has figured that you're ready and he's ready for you to start the course of fire. So at that point, you'll hear the beep. Once you hear the beep, it's all on you. You're going to be shooting the 3 targets or the 5 targets with your 3 strings. In between he may say something like, okay, make ready for your next string. I like to set the magazines aside that I've used. I would shoot my 2nd string, then I would shoot my 3rd string. When your 3rd string is over, the RO is going to say unload and show clear. The first thing you want to do is remove the magazine. Set that aside. Open the action so that the RO and yourself can verify that the chamber is empty. Then you can drop the slide. You can either drop the hammer down range or not. It's up to you or the RO. And then when that's finished, you can go ahead and bag your firearm. Once your firearm is safely bagged, the RO will say that the range is clear, and you're done.